Dave, well, first, just how did JD come into today? How was he feeling? Are you hoping that he'll be available off the bench today?
Yeah, he's good to go off the bench. And if today's a good day, which I assume it will be, then he'll be back in there on Tuesday.
How much have you learned from JD just in this, honestly, these last few weeks, kind of managing this and making sure that he is going to continue to be available throughout the rest of this regular season, and especially in the postseason?
I think one thing is a lot of it is out of his control, our control. I know that he cares a lot. He's frustrated because he's doing everything he can to stay on the field, but at certain times it hasn't happened. So I think that's something that we're going to continue to deal with. But I'm still positive that with this epidural, we're going to get past it.
Have you guys been able to kind of pinpoint why this kind of happens? I mean, I know at first it was maybe day games, and then it happened before a night game. Do you know why this keeps kind of happening?
We don't. It's a part of it is that it's been throughout his, just the wear and tear of a Major League Baseball player. And when you're talking about the core, the back, all that stuff, the hips, there's certain things that just trigger it. And so it's not from lack of preparation, and we don't know that answer.
Is that kind of part of his frustration? He just doesn't know why this keeps happening?
Yeah, it is. That's the part of the frustration. So the hope is that knowing that from the doctors that we can't do anything worse to it, so that's why we get the epidural to hopefully, I guess, mask it and allow him to participate.
Did you even try to talk Freddie into a day off?
So I came in from the post-game scrum, and he was in my office in my chair getting ahead of it. So I wouldn't entertain him not playing today. So I didn't try to even go there.
He was in your chair?
In my chair waiting for me.
Were you okay with him being in your chair?
I was just fine with it.
When Puig sat in Mattingly's chair, Donnie tried to fight him.
That's probably happened all too often.
Was he writing the lineup for you? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just going back to JD real quick, are you a little more willing to let this go and go without IL just because he didn't play the field?
Yeah. I think that with JD in this situation, it just doesn't seem like an IL would make sense because he's not in the field. It's not essentially a workload thing. It's just more of, some days he'll come in and he'll feel good, and then other days it's almost like it's debilitating. So after that epidural, we feel that it takes a few days and he should be good to go.
Dave, in the postseason, when you look at teams that have gone deep into October, they've had starters that, at least one, that's kind of their horse, their guy that puts them on their back.
Yeah.
Do you need Julio to be that guy and start pitching like you did in Arizona for you guys to have any thoughts about going deep into October?
I think that's fair. With what he's done, his experience in the postseason, I think it's safe to say that for us to, have the year that we're expecting to have, he's got to pitch the way he's capable of pitching. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Do you feel like he turned a corner in Arizona, or is that still to be determined?
I do think he turned a corner in Arizona. It was the most consistent I've seen him with his delivery, because a lot of times this year seems like he's fighting himself and gets frustrated out there. But in Arizona, it felt like it was more like him, more consistently. So hopefully that carries over to today.
Do you think his demeanor is a little bit better, like on the mound? Early this year, we asked him, he showed that he was pretty frustrated at times on the mound. And do you feel like he's kind of getting back to the Julio hole, just not necessarily showing that frustration on the mound a little bit?
Well, I think that there's times that he expects a lot of himself, with every throw, and if it's not right or executed, he certainly gets emotional. But I do think that the less emotion he's showing or frustration speaks to how comfortable he is with his mechanics. And if we can stay there, I think that the results will be better. You'll see less of those outbursts on the mound. But some of it, I don't mind, because he expects a lot of himself, and that sort of sometimes gets him a little bit more edgy and fiery too.
Have you noticed a more mature Keeking this time around?
I have. I think that it sort of goes with experiences, and he's experienced a lot since he's left here, and some good, some potentially some not so good. And so I do think that him coming back here a second time, there's a lot of gratitude and realizing how good it is to play in a Dodger uniform in any capacity. And so I think that it's showing the benefits of it, and I think that he's got complete clarity and joy to be back here.
Does it feel like he's accepted who he is and his role at this stage of his career?
I think that he always is going to want for more, and I have no problem with that. I do think that coming back here under these circumstances, there is a complete acceptance and understanding of whatever is asked of him, where maybe the first go around it wasn't always the case.
Have you forbade him from forearm bashing any teammates?
I like to think that he's smart enough to know that if he does that and we lose Freddie, it could be catastrophic. So, or Mookie, or anyone. So hopefully he's taking that upon himself.